We left off where we were going to go talk to Hans. We believe he's in here.
Hans? Hans, can you hear me?
Kate, where are we?
Don't you worry. You're in very good hands. We cannot carry on our journey in these conditions, Hans. You are ill. You have to be cared for.
I must go, Kate Walker.
I said I'd keep you company until we reach Syberia. Hans, we're at the monastery. Do you remember?
In Valadilen it is 7:15 p.m. Father is always punctual. He never stays at home. He always goes to the factory. He locks himself in his office and...
No, Hans. Valadilen is where you were born. Here we're in Romansburg. Valadilen is miles away. We're going to take care of you.
Alexei. Find Alexei Toukianov.
Alexei Toukianov?
Alexei. He has lived with the Yukols. He can cure me.
Who is Alexei?
An old monk. A friend. He knows about Yukol medicine.
It seems you rate the Yukols for their medicine.
Yukol shaman medicine is very strong.
Hans, all that shaman malarkey is nonsense. You know that.
The Yukols know a lot of things, Kate Walker. A lot of things.
Why do you want me to find this monk, Alexei?
Alexei, he can treat me.
Hans, do try to be reasonable. Nobody here can treat you better than the old patriarch.
Alexei knows Yukol medicine. The old patriarch is an ass.
So you really think this monk can cure you?
Alexei can cure like the shaman. Shaman are the right doctors for me.
I'll be back soon.
Okay, Kate.
You like to eavesdrop.
Eavesdrop? No, I clean and clean, that's all.
I've just spoken to Hans.
And what news do you bring, my sister?
He spoke to me of one of your brothers, named Alexei.
Ah, tempus edax rerum. Brother Alexei is not of this world, my sister.
So you don't know this Alexei, do you?
No. Omnis homo mendax.
Come on, you must know where Alexei is.
Mors ultima ratio.
Alright. He gave us this, and this tells us about Alexis. Was a man of God and my friend. Looks like Hans might have gave him this. And apparently it's two things. We got the scroll, and we also got stained glass mammoth. Okay. We saw something that creep walked by outside like a bucket. And we're going to cheat here as well. What we're going to do is we're going to go talk the top bunk. But before we do that, we're going to use that brush. If you look over here, there's a gate.
Nothing I can do.
And
It's
there's
locked.
nothing she can do. It's locked. You see, we can look over here, and we can look over here. This is the one you want to come and look at, I believe. And if we take that brush, and we ruin their picture, it's like the Da Vinci Code. There's something underneath it. And we want to remember this. See a cross, a dot at the top. And basically it's a clock. 12 o'clock. 1, 2, 3, and 4. It's highlighted. 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Just to remember that. Now let's go bother this creep.
Hello, Father.
Hello, my child.
You really can't do anything for Hans?
His destiny is not in mortal hands. We must pray, dear girl. Pray for his redemption.
But Hans has no reason to repent.
His fever-driven outpourings are not those of a holy man. Oh, far from it.
Hans Vorarlberg is not a sinner.
The pagan fantasies with which he sullies the air in his delirium are those of a heretic. Pray, female, pray to save your friend from the sizzling fires of hell.
You're a total crackpot. You're a fanatic. I will talk to Hans. You hear? I talked to Hans.
Yes.
He seems better.
It is but an illusion, my girl. His mortality is teetering on the brink. I know about these things.
He told me about a monk who could help him.
And what monk might that be, Miss Walker?
A monk who has spent long years with the Yukols, that mysterious tribe from the far north.
Your friend is clearly very sick, my poor child.
Father, do you know a man named Alexei Toukianov?
He was a heretic and charlatan. He is not worth the breath, my girl.
It seems Hans Vorarlberg considers him highly.
Your friend must have lost his marbles.
But could I just meet the man anyway?
No. Alexei Toukianov has left us. A long time ago, Miss Walker.
Excuse my insistence, Father, but where might I be able to find Alexei Toukianov? It's very important.
Alexei Toukianov is dead, my girl. May his soul rest in peace. May his soul rest in peace!
Hans often told me about the mysterious people of the far north, the Yukols.
They are degenerate heathen savages that worship idols and false gods and resist the redemption of the Lord.
Hans lived among them for a long time. They're like a second family to him.
Please, dear girl, do not let yourself succumb to the quaint temptations of those pagans. Their only ambition is to wallow in their so-called primitive paradise, and all its lechery and bestiality. Remember that those who live far from God doom themselves to eternal chastisement.
We absolutely must continue our journey. We must.
Don't even think about it, child. Mr. Vorarlberg is in no fit state.
Hans Vorarlberg is going to see his dream come true. You hear me?
Wretched girl. His dreams are almost at an end, and there is nothing you can do.
Okay, I think I've heard all I need. I'm off.
Go, my child. But weigh the consequences of your actions well.
I like how she called him a crockpot. And then right after she calls him a crockpot, she goes with the next dialogue. Father, I spoke to Hans. Okay. What we're gonna do is let's get out of here. This is creepy. Let's get outside and into the cold air. We're gonna continue this in the next video.